Yo, it's your boy Jack, boy.
Yo, it's your boy Justin Brown Jr. and welcome to Real Talk Review, where we break down movies and shows with honest opinion and real analysis.
And I'm Solomon Battle, and today we're going to be reviewing the movie Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Let's get into it.
Okay, so Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness follows Doctor Strange as he travels through realistic multiverse to protect a young girl with multi-universe powers while also facing powerful enemies which are also new to the story. It's a superhero slash action movie with some horror elements, and also it was released in 2022.
Yeah, right, and off the bat, the movie sets off a tone that's intense and kind of dark. It's not your typical Marvel vibe, it's more of a suspense and chaos. So, first, we're going to talk about the acting score out of 10.
What would you give it?
I'd say I give it an 8 out of 10. Doctor Strange was solid as always, but Wanda really stood out in the movie. Like, for real, man. Like, you know, she really was going all out, man. All out, for real.
I agree because I would say Wanda's performance brought a lot of emotion and also seriousness. It definitely made it feel way more intense, way more serious. Like you could tell it was some misconstrued going on between both of them, you know?
Yeah. So next we're gonna talk about the storyline and the plot. And what would you give the storyline and the plot, my brother?
I mean, shoot, well, the storyline, I'll say the storyline gets a 7.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting, but sometimes it felt kind of like rushed.
Like the pacing was off?
Yeah, like, and it was just everything going on at once, and I feel like it could have been more, had a better dialogue and dissected better.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Yeah, especially with all the multiverse jumps, I could definitely say that. Some parts could have been explained a little bit more.
Yeah.
But certain moments really stood out to me, you know. I think I remember at one point of the movie they went to this universe where it was like an evil version of Doctor Strange, and that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a lot of crazy stuff going on. Like it was really chaotic, I would say, the pacing of the movie. But I think the pacing of the movie, you know, and just the fast pace, it kind of added into the whole intention of the movie, because the movie is called the Multiverse of Madness. So it would kind of move in that way. It makes sense.
Right. In a sense, I noticed that too, especially during the fight scenes. The sound effects and the music pulled you in, but it also just, like, in a sense, when it would transition, it'll kind of be kind of off though. But you know, it's still with the offness, it made it kind of authentic, made it feel more real. You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the fight scenes also, like, I remember, I think it was one point in the movie where the Scarlet Witch, which is Wanda, she was fighting the Illuminati. It's a group in the movie called Illuminati.
Yeah.
And I think she like made Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, turn into spaghetti.
Right.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I actually remember that. That was like
Yeah.
that was like a weird like eye-opening scene.
Yeah.
So in all nationality, I'll rate the visuals, I give it a 9 out of 10. The different universes and the effects was very creative and unique to me.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you rate?
I would definitely make the visuals. I'll give it a 9. You know, it made the movie feel like wild and unpredictable, for real. Like it was really kind of like sporadic and things of that nature. I noticed one of those scenes where there was one scene where Doctor Strange was trying to like sense something in like the realm that he was in, and it was like a visual effect where it was like making his head look every way, and like at like one time it was really crazy. It was also one point in the movie where one of the multiverses he went into, he was playing the piano, and the piano notes and the music were like coming out and fighting
Right.
fighting the other version of himself. So it was
Well,
really
I remember that.
it was
yeah.
really like kind
So-
of weird.
So, what would you give the movie like overall then?
I give the movie a 9 for real. You know, it was a pretty great movie to watch. Like me personally, I like you know, in the spur of the moment things. I like sporadic things. I like, you know, kind of be caught on my toes. You know what I'm saying? And I think this movie had me on the edge of my seat, man, with everything. You know, it also showed a lot of things that we haven't saw in the Marvel universe, such as
Right.
all those different universes and all those different characters, all those different versions
Open
of
it up
characters.
to the comics, like actually,
Yes,
you feel me?
yes.
Yeah. So me, I would give it like an 8 out of a 10. You know, I would recommend it to people who like action movies with darker twists, and Marvel fans specifically who follow the storyline closely, like as we were talking about the comics. But yeah, to wrap this up, you know, Doctor Strange and the Multi-Universe Madness is a strong and visual, exciting film that brings a darker side to the Marvel Universe.
If you're into action, suspense, and multiverse chaos, then this is definitely something you should check out, man.
So thank you for tuning in to Real Talk Reviews.
And we'll catch you next time.
Everybody trying to come around now, but when I need it, then it